Driven by the hope of a better life, waves of migrants risk everything, crossing scorching deserts and treacherous rivers and mountains. But what awaits them on the other side of the border? Not freedom, not opportunity, but rather harsh detention facilities where basic needs such as hygiene, food, medical care, and even the right to live are neglected. These detention centers are essentially no different from prisons, where people are treated like criminals. The administration of President Donald Trump invoked the Enemy Alien Act, a wartime law, to detain and deport hundreds of Venezuelan immigrants, accusing them of having ties to Tren de Aragua, a criminal gang that the White House has designated as a terrorist organization. They were handcuffed, put on a plane, and transferred to CICOT, the world's largest super prison in El Salvador, reserved exclusively for notorious gang leaders. Here, migrants are shaved bald, forced to kneel, and stripped of their clothes. A scene reminiscent of something out of a medieval film. Many families insist that the accusations linking the migrants to criminal gangs are completely false. Some individuals have been labeled as criminals solely because of tattoos linked to the TDA gang.
Many people in Venezuela have those tattoos simply because they like them. It doesn't mean they're criminals.
Tovar and his family came to the US in 2023 to seek asylum. He was granted a work permit and got a job at a barbershop. He and his wife only hoped for a normal life, but that dream was crushed under the weight of a harsh deportation policy. Even after the US Supreme Court issued a ruling to halt deportations, the Trump administration continued to push its crackdown on illegal immigration as a strategy to protect the nation. Recently, more than 6,300 immigrants who had just been stripped of their legal residency were suddenly listed as deceased. A shocking ploy in a campaign to tighten the system, with the ultimate goal of completely eliminating their access to Social Security. Unable to work legally, open bank accounts, or access basic services, immigrants are forced to withdraw from society. This could prompt immigrants to self-deport and return to their home countries. The number of illegal border crossings from the south has dropped by 82% after immigration and border security policies were tightened under Trump. U.S. Border Patrol reported that only 8,347 people were arrested for illegal border crossings in February this year, a modest figure compared to 47,330 arrests in December at the end of President Joe Biden's term. In the Darien Gap jungle, a dangerous gateway connecting South America to Central America, controlled by gangs, the number of people crossing the jungle to reach the U.S. in February was just 408, a staggering 99% decrease compared to 37,000 people in the same period last year. Statistics show that immigrants will account for 84% of U.S. population growth in 2024, amid an aging native population, declining birth rates, and labor shortages across various industries. The fear of deportation has led many immigrants with official documents to either quit their jobs or limit their outings. This has pushed many businesses, especially in sectors like construction, food service, and healthcare, into a tough situation due to a shortage of workers. Employers who rely on immigrant labor are witnessing severe disruptions in their business operations. In the 2024 election campaign, Trump echoed the rhetoric that migrants are stealing jobs from American citizens and increasing crime. However, the reality has proven the opposite. As illegal immigrants are deported in large numbers, the labor gap forces both Americans and legal immigrants to take on the work, leading to higher labor costs, rising inflation, and soaring consumer prices. Immigrants are the solution, not the problem. However, the Trump administration chose to erect barriers, prisons, and hostile policies to eliminate one of the most vital resources of the economy.